on the last episode of The Incredible Critics.
Last year, Christmas time, they were giving away the dots with like a smart plug. I pretty much just bought dots for everyone I knew, and then kept the smart plugs.
Wait, what?
That's a pro move, Frankie.
Yeah, so they were like, if you bought an Echo device and you got a smart plug for like $5. So I bought like Echo devices for Christmas for a lot of people, and then just kept the smart plugs.
Yeah, that's a Frankie move right there.
Hey. It's a good deal. I think I gave my brother-in-law, he listens, I think I gave him a smart plug. If I didn't, sorry, Russell.
Yes, sorry, Russell. We are the Incredible Critics. Incredible not because we're great, but because our credibility should seriously be questioned. This week, we're talking about what's on. Frankie's got a take on something, and then we're talking about a bunch of movie news. But first, if it sounds like one of us is in a car, it's because we are.
All of
Joining
us.
me
We're on
this
a road
week.
trip. Incredible Critics road trip.
Joining me is Frankie Fusco.
That's the cops chasing us because we're having too much fun.
And Tim Gruber.
Yo, hey Ben.
Oh, hi, Tim. Oh, man.
Nailed it.
Frankie. Oh, yep, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Yep, forgot to stop the music.
What's on?
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
Frankie,
What
you are you're still working.
Still working right now. Yeah.
How many hours is this into your day?
Well, it depends. If you count my commute, I left the house today at 5 o'clock this morning, and it's 8 p.m. now.
Yeah, we record at 8
So
p.m.
math, and that's like
That's
12,
15
that's
hours.
15 hours, and then I still have an hour drive back to my store, and then another hour drive home. So, I don't know, I'll be a lot. It's kind of busy. It's been crazy because we're understaffed. I had a delivery driver just started today, but he still has to do like a couple of days of training before he can get behind the wheel of a truck. So
Okay.
right now I'm making all the deliveries and the pickups on top of doing all my sales stuff. So
I hope you
It's
get
just
comp
really
time
long
at
days.
least.
no, I'm salary.
But at least like
Um,
comp time? Like not even
No, I get
Okay.
I get commission on my sales. So
well that
that's
works.
a plus. Yeah,
There
that's
you
how
go.
that's how the job works.
There
But
you go.
yeah, I kind of wish I was hourly right now. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Being like super overtime.
Yeah.
But hey, even though I'm working, I'm still here in the pod because I'm dedicated.
That is more dedication than you've ever shown to this podcast. So
Dedication.
clearly we're getting somewhere.
It's more dedication than I ever showed in our relationship. Ben.
That's fair. Tim, how's your week been going?
It's been great, Ben. It's been great. My family's back from Pittsburgh,
Oh,
so that's good. Actually, I got to hang out with my entire side of my family. So
That's awesome.
My siblings and their spouses all came into town, and we went and hung out with my parents, and we just did a bunch of family junk. So
nice.
it was good. Yeah,
And you rewatched Ready Player One. Any
I did.
any insights into that movie?
I
on
saw
rewatch?
more. I saw more Easter eggs.
Okay, there are a lot of them.
So many Easter eggs. There's three. There's hidden keys. I'm just kidding. No, man. I enjoyed it just as much at home.
Nice.
And there was a few times, Brittany can attest, where I paused it and rewound and watched it and was like, "Did you see that?"
Yeah, it's
Did
one of those
you-
movies that works well for that.
Yeah.
We over the weekend had a birthday party because Noelle is now 1 year old.
Happy birthday!
Woo-woo!
Let me tell you,
You survived a whole year and kept your child alive.
That's right.
Congratulations.
That's right. Thank God for Chelsea, right? Be safe turning, Frankie.
Turn that signal off. Oop, I put it on the other one by
Oh,
accident. We're good. We're good.
Let me tell you, a lot of work goes into a birthday party for somebody who's never going to remember it again.
Yeah, right.
That's it's a crazy amount of work,
Yeah.
but it was fun. It was fun. she got to hang out with her cousins and some other friends from church and whatnot. So it was good. It was good. She got to have like way more sugar than we've ever allowed her to have before in her life. So that was
Still
awesome.
alive.
And she's
That's
still
Did you
alive.
guys did you guys do like a smash cake?
We did do a smash cake.
See,
But
I'm
she
impressed I
wasn't-
know what that is.
Yeah,
Actually,
sure.
yeah. I was shocked that
Ha!
that came out of your mouth.
I've been to a number of 1-year-old birthday parties.
Ah, there you go.
That's weird.
Picking up chicks.
No, to get extra
No,
cash. I work as a clown on the weekends.
that
Yeah,
explains it.
Just like this show. All right. Well, let's start out since Frankie may have to go. He has an interesting take.
like such as and
Take it away, Frankie.
I'm gonna make new music for that at some point in time. I'm just so lazy, so I feel
It's
like
never
maybe
going
in
to
like
happen.
6.
It's never going to
months.
happen.
Sure.
So my take this week is totally on MoviePass, the once beloved MoviePass that me and the rest of our podcast enjoyed. I now hate and can't wait to get rid of. I already submitted to cancel it. It's just
So
become,
for anybody who forgets, MoviePass is the subscription service, $9.99 a month, and you can see one movie a day every day of the month for $9.99.
Exactly. And I get it. It was not a great business plan. I knew eventually it would backfire on them, but I figured they would just raise the price. Listen, they want to charge me $14.99 a month. I'd pay it. Why not? And I read something that they were like, basically, unless you were going once a month, if you were going once every month, they were losing money. And the other day, apparently they overdrew their bank account and shut down for the whole entire day and blamed it on technical difficulties. So, and then they got it back up and going. But the problem is, and that didn't affect me. I wasn't going to the movies that day, but I'm still angry about it. What if I wanted to go to the movies that day?
Oh, gosh.
Now, on top of that, movie theaters are charging surge pricing. It's like Uber of movie going.
Well, it's not the movie theater. It's actually MoviePass.
It's MoviePass because they don't have
That's
enough money.
right. Well, so MoviePass is charging it. I'm sorry, yes. But they're at the movie theaters, and it's ridiculous. If you go to the movies, on Sunday, Saturday, Friday, or Thursday, any time of the day, even if you go to like the 10 a.m. showing, it's surge pricing, which is an extra $6.
Oof.
That
yeah,
is
even if it's
outrageous.
pretty much if it's a new movie opening
it's a new
week or in the
movie-
first 2 weeks, there's going to be surge pricing at any showing you would want to go to see it at.
Ridiculous, just so useless. I'd rather go buy a movie theater gift card on an app like Raise where I get gift cards for cheaper and save more money that way. It's just, I'm so done with them. And you know what? I hope they go bankrupt and they overdraft their bank account again, like a poor college student.
There is a
So
high
forget
likelihood that they will go bankrupt.
Oh, they're definitely going to go bankrupt.
There's
Forget you, MoviePass.
there's a real high likelihood that they will declare bankruptcy.
Wow.
I wish I had that clip pulled for this
I know
one
that
time.
would have been good.
It'll take another 60 episodes for us to come up with a time where it'd be applicable, but I wish I had it.
Well,
Yeah.
that has been Frankie's take.
Well, if anybody wants a MoviePass alternative, AMC now has a subscription service.
Yeah, they do.
It's $20 a month, and you can only go to AMC theaters. So that's kind of where, those are the cons compared to MoviePass. But you can go to any showing, whether it's
Any
3D,
type of- yeah.
IMAX, Dolby Vision, any type of showing in any AMC theater, reserve seats, all of that, all under $20. But you can only see 3 movies a week as opposed to the theoretical 7.
Theoretical.
So the theoretical 7, because there's never 7 movies.
Uh.
But I mean, I don't get to the movies often enough to make that worth it. But yeah, it's still a pretty good deal. If I were in college, I'd be all over that.
It is a good deal. You also get access to all of their perks, like getting in the front of line for snacks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
which is
you're
really
part
cool.
of the A-list.
The A-list, you get like the nicer seats and things. So AMC theaters are coming up in the world. I'm a fan.
All right. Well, that was Frankie's take. Next, let's talk about what we've been watching. And be safe with that turn, Frankie.
It's my hazard lights because I was parking.
Oh.
Oh no.
Of
I
all
just
the
always
times
throw 'em
when
on. I want people to be.
of all the times when I've been looking forward to you leaving, this is probably the most I've looked forward to it. Tim, you've been watching some stuff.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
finished Stargate SG-1
Okay.
season 8.
Oh boy.
So 2 more seasons, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Really? Yeah. Really? Yeah. Really? Yeah.
Yeah, when I messaged these guys earlier, I started sending those sentences in separately, spaced out as
Yeah.
far apart as I could,
Yeah.
while waiting, just in case I tricked Ben into
Yeah.
thinking I was done. It was good. It was good.
It
Yep,
was
2 more seasons,
mediocre at
man.
best.
It was really,
Okay,
really
great.
excellent.
Cool.
Highly excellent television.
Is it now?
So excellent.
Been watching anything else?
I mean, outside of that, Ready Player One came out on the Blu-ray. I
Nice.
watched some of the special feature stuff, which was really actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Some behind the scenes with like Steven Spielberg talking about how he was practically filming 4 movies at the same time because
Oh.
there were shots they would have to film multiple ways, and then there were also like they had to film some shots in the real world, shots of the same scene in
Mhm.
the Oasis,
Right.
but the Oasis shots they had to shoot like 3 different ways at the same time, and so they'd be going back and forth. But one of the coolest things I found out was that they filmed all the Oasis stuff in the same studio as Harry Potter.
Whoa.
Pretty sick. And
Is
breaking news, Lego Harry Potter Legos are out. Everybody.
Oh boy.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see I'm holding up some minifigure paper.
Oh,
Look at that. Look at that. New Legos, baby. Yeah.
New Legos. Nice. Well, I've been watching a couple of things. First, the 3rd season of Last Chance U came out. Have you watched any of Last Chance U?
That sounds real lame.
You know
Ben.
what's funny? I had lunch the other day with not lunch, happy hour the other day with some friends of mine that watched the show.
There's a significant
And-
difference than lunch.
Yes, significant
Yes.
difference.
Pointing
Which-
that out.
Don't
it's
get
my-
them
it's-
mixed up. Don't accidentally make your happy hour order your lunch order. It's frowned upon.
Anyway, it was my friend Taryn, and she was talking. She's like, "You guys talk about Last Chance U on the podcast," and I was like, "I don't remember ever talking about Last Chance U, so I don't know what you're talking about." And she's like, "Is it good?" I'm like, "It's okay." I'm like, "I don't really like it too much." And now I know where she heard it. I had no idea that you liked Last Chance U.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked about it a while back, like when we first started. I think
Is this a
last year.
football show?
So it is a documentary about junior college football. So it's following these teams that get D1, possibly NFL eligible players who, for either behavioral issues or academic issues, are kicked out or not allowed to come back to those D1 schools and have to go
Wow.
get their grades up and prove themselves elsewhere. So
That's
it
wild.
gets its name because it's like their last chance of like trying to make it. So the first 2 seasons were really, really good. This 3rd season, so the first 2 seasons follow East Mississippi, and their coach was this likable guy that was also like he acted totally inappropriate, but he was a likable guy, and you believe that he was at his heart a good guy. This season follows a different school. I forget the name of it now. And the coach just is not somebody you'd want to hang around. And I feel like that kind of like loses something from the season, because it's like it kind of takes that heart out of the season. And that was kind of disappointing. It's also, first off, it's definitely not a show to watch with the kids, Tim.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Yeah, no, it is a rough show, but it's kind of like a cautionary tale. Like I used to teach at a school, and we would talk all the time about media and also like why showing some things that may be wrong or inappropriate is actually necessary. And this is kind of one of those instances where it's like this cautionary tale of these kids give everything to football. And most of them, football ends up giving nothing back to them. And you kind of see that progressing throughout all of these seasons with a lot of these kids, reaching like a peak with this last season. So really interesting, really sad, to be honest. Like a lot of, I ended a lot of the episodes just being really sad for these kids, but really worth watching, I feel.
That's cool. That sounds cool.
So that's Last Chance U. Like I said, it is a rough watch. It is, if you're easily offended, don't watch it. But I think it's a really, really good documentary. The other thing I actually rewatched from a long way back was V for Vendetta.
Oh.
Starring Natalie Portman and Hugo Weaving. That movie holds up. If you haven't seen it recently, like, besides some of their like stylized CGI that they do with a couple of shots, that movie really holds up because it's more about like, it's for a comic book movie, it's really all about just interpersonal relationships between Evie and the character V. So that's really, I was really shocked with how much it held up. And it's a really good movie. It's a really solid movie. And it's all about like politics, which it does a good job of masking it, but it's really all about politics. So V for Vendetta, definitely worth a rewatch.
Without the children.
Without the children. Also. Yeah, without the children. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Next, we wanted to go into a new segment where we are talking about some movie news. This week, yeah, I'm gonna add some music in there later. So they heard it. You didn't, Tim. But they heard it.
That music was so on point, Ben.
So starting out, they officially announced the cast for Star Wars Episode 9.
Yeah, including, but not limited to, a return from Mark Hamill. That means we're gonna get some Force Ghost Luke action.
Probably.
Hey now. Also, they announced officially they will have Carrie Fisher appear in the film. She will not be a CGI recreation.
That's good.
They're actually going to, because J.J. Abrams is doing this one, they're actually going to use footage that he filmed with her that was completely unused and unseen from The Force Awakens.
From 7. That's interesting.
Yes. Yeah, very interesting, because you got to be thinking, I know I'm thinking like, what would they have shot that could still be used for this? I don't know. But it could be anything. It really could, because it like he said specifically, unused and unseen. So it's not like a deleted scene. It's not something that was written into the book. So that'll be really cool. Also, another notable character who's been rumored is Carrie Russell. She has an unknown part in the movie.
But she's really good.
She is really good. Yeah,
now that her hair grew back.
Hey,
there's a joke from the early 2000s.
Got it. Yeah, so that'll be very interesting because she's a very strong actress. So I cannot imagine that they're giving her a role that is some passing role for the film. But they have also made it very clear Star Wars Episode 9 is the final in the Skywalker saga. They use those words. This is the final part.
Nice.
So, yeah, it'll be good.
So it'll have to come to some conclusions.
Yeah, right.
Also, isn't the original actor that played Lando?
Yes, Billy D. Williams is also coming back to reprise his role as old Lando.
Nice.
Yeah, the rumors for the last month have been that he's been seen getting into a little bit better shape.
Okay.
And he hasn't been saying anything, but he's been kind of hinting that he's going to be doing something. So now he's back officially.
Nice.
So that'll be good.
Nice. So, I mean, I think the announced release date is late 2019, right?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. You know, we'll see what happens. It's looking December 2019, I think.
I think they'll do what they have to in order to get that in the window. I don't think
Yes.
they'd want to miss the Christmas season.
Yeah, no, that's been what they've been shooting for
Right.
for a while. There was some stuff behind the scenes. I mean, Colin Trevorrow of Jurassic World fame had some creative issues, and he's not the director.
Right.
J.J. Abrams came on board and did have to kind of rewrite and make it a new script, not just because of Colin leaving, but because of Carrie Fisher's death.
Right.
You know, before episode 8 came out.
Yeah.
So,
but I think JJ is the guy that'll get it done and meet the deadline.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. Next, Apple announced that they are planning to remake Time Bandits as a new TV show. Now, I never watched this or know much about this.
yeah.
But Tim, you
Time
seem really
Bandits.
excited.
Yeah. Is Frankie still here? Time Bandits.
I'm back now.
Tell
okay.
me about some Time Bandits, Frankie. What do you know about Time Bandits?
I know absolutely nothing about Time Bandits.
Okay. This is a super ridiculous, fantastical movie. It came out in the same era as like Neverending Story and Labyrinth.
When people were smoking a whole lot of weed and then making children's movies?
I'm sure. And it's very much, I would say probably inspired by some Monty Python kind of stuff. But it's this ridiculous movie where this kid gets thrown together with these guys that call themselves Time Bandits, and it's basically a bunch of little people guys that are like, I don't know for sure I can't remember if they're actually like humans from the future. They kind of explain that they're not. It's some strange thing, but these dudes are
The
they're
IMDb is a young boy accidentally joins a band of time-traveling dwarves as they jump from era to era looking for treasure to steal.
Yes.
You know, that good old tale.
It's so weird.
Back in the time where dwarves were used to be made fun of majority of the time instead of having little dwarf insensitivism. Insensitivism. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Incredible fans, write in. What do you think about insensitivity, guys?
Sensitivitizing them.
This movie's really ridiculous. The fact that they're making a TV. I mean, honestly, it's like it's a property that they could do anything with. Really, it could be not as totally ridiculous. But it's just one of those, like, it really fits in with like Labyrinth and some of those movies that are just Dark Crystal, that are just like, man, this is really strange for no reason, and it's supposed to be a kid's movie.
Frankie, do you want to answer that?
Yeah.
It's the police calling Frankie. He's having too much fun on the podcast. Yeah, so I was just shocked by this. First of all, here's a big takeaway from this, more than it's Time Bandits, which is ridiculous, is that Apple is like they've made a lot of plays. They're going really hardcore on their own streaming service,
which isn't out yet, and there's no planned release date.
No, but they have a lot of stuff in the works now. This is maybe the fifth or sixth thing that I've heard of huge projects that they're funding straight up for their own service, which is very strange and
can I just say it
weird.
Is too little too late.
Yes.
It's as much as they have like these huge, like, you know, millions and millions of dollars that they're pouring into this. Amazon and Netflix are also doing that, and Hulu is also doing that, and at levels that Apple isn't yet.
Right.
I think Netflix said they were going to spend like $1 billion on production next year or something like that. Like it's
crazy.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and Amazon is spending practically $1 billion just on the Lord of the Rings series that they're
Right.
gonna bring.
So it's
So,
just
it's
I
nuts.
don't get what Apple is doing, and
I
that
don't-
comes from somebody who's probably an Apple fanboy, according to most.
Yes, yeah, I can't wrap my head around what they're doing, how they're going to do this, how it's going to actually compete with anything at this point, because all the stuff they're doing has to start from scratch.
Right.
It's not like Amazon and Hulu and Netflix that they're going to have all these shows magically at launch. I mean, Disney is doing their own, and they're going to have literally
Well,
the
now
entire Disney vault from launch.
And now Disney owns Hulu too, so it's just a giant conglomerate of people against them.
Yeah, Disney's acquisition of Fox. So that's something I forgot to put in the thing.
Right.
Fox, yeah. So Fox and Disney shareholders voted and officially passed that they're gonna move forward with the merger. So
Right.
Disney is absorbing Fox. The Department of Justice has already okayed everything with like one caveat. So it's happening, and they just have to get some approval from a few foreign parties, like the European Union. But that's gonna be just unbelievable.
Huge.
Oh, it's
Huge.
it's bad for Netflix and Amazon, because just imagine all those Fox properties now that are also going to get ripped out as soon as the contracts are up.
I think they'll be fine. Netflix and Amazon will be fine. They're
I think
doing
Netflix
their
and
own.
Amazon
Oh, they
thing.
have ridiculous amounts of content. Yeah.
I'm hoping this brings more Netflix quality content to Hulu. To be honest with you, because they'll have more
Right.
money to do their own series. Well,
Sure.
and not that they haven't had some good series so far, but definitely nothing on par with Netflix and some of the Amazon shows.
But at the same time, you also don't need it to be quote unquote Netflix quality, because you get all of the Fox stuff that now they can just release on Hulu. So it's just Fox stuff, but now there's a streaming platform specifically for it. So
Right.
Hulu is Hulu, I think, will be making a stronger play moving forward. I actually kind of miss my Hulu subscription. We got rid of it like 4 or 5 months ago. And there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, oh, that was on Hulu and I haven't been able to watch it. So
Yeah, I'm about to swap out my Movie Pass for Hulu.
there you go.
That's a good play right there.
Oh, I should warn you, Hulu has surge pricing during primetime hours.
During prime hours.
Which is from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m.
Right.
10 p.m. every day.
Right.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'm so tired.
It's all right, Frankie. Just
No
concentrate on
words.
driving.
Yes.
Oh, I gave up
just-
driving a while ago. I put cruise control on. It's taken care of.
It's not how the Force works, Frankie.
that's not safe. Lastly, we also wanted to mention, I haven't seen it, but Tim saw the second season trailer for Iron Fist.
Yes. Here's all I'm gonna say about this is there was a little bit of Danny Rand in Luke Cage season 2, and it was the Danny Rand that everybody wanted that they did not deliver in the Iron
But-
Fist season 1.
Was he not whining and crying?
He was not whining. He was not being just total like, oh, I have the power. I fought a dragon. You know, they had some fun, play about him fighting a dragon again. Like nobody saw it. So who cares? Going into this season, they know where his character needs to be to not just be whining and ridiculous and pointless. And so on top of that, they even cut it down from 13 episodes to 10.
That's
Which
the way
I
it
think
should
is
be.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing because 13, there was too many episodes in season 1.
All of those
Uh,
shows. I think even
oh,
Luke
yeah.
Cage and even Daredevil, they all need to be chopped down to
Yeah, they
13
need to-
10.
Yeah, they definitely need to trim it up. For these series to be as successful as they want them to be, they cannot just go on and on with filler and nothing
Yeah.
happening. It's
No,
it's bad.
I will say this season of Luke Cage was a lot better, I thought, than the first season.
Yeah, I thought so too.
It
I
kept me
enjoyed it a
entertained
lot.
through the whole entire thing. Was last season, like episode 8, I think I was checked out. So,
Yeah, right. And I honestly was real hyped when Danny Rand showed up for an episode and a half or whatever it was. And I think they did a really great job with him. I'm hoping we're gonna see some Luke Cage in the Iron Fist season 2 as well.
I'm sure. I'd be shocked if there weren't some cameos. Also, real quick, I'll just mention a teaser trailer for Stranger Things season 3 came out. And it's amazing.
It's so good.
Go watch it. I don't even want to describe it to you. Just go watch it and enjoy. That's not coming out till next summer, unfortunately. But
Ooh.
yeah, but kind of like what you're saying, they're cutting it back down to 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Because that's just what they feel like they can deliver well. So go check out that season. I already can't wait for the season. It's gonna be fantastic. Frankie, where can people connect with us if they have some movie news that they want to share with us?
Like us on Facebook, get all of our updates, talk with the rest of the community about how horrible and dumb Ben is and how funny I am at facebook.com/incrediblecritics, twitter.com/3criticspod, and don't forget to go into iTunes, hit subscribe, give us a rating. Helps us out a lot.
Yeah, feel free to complain about how much Frankie turns and how horrible it sounds.
I'm sorry, I'm a safe driver, Ben.
Yeah,
Turn
sure.
signal.
Until next week, we're the Incredible Critics. Yo, I got the ending down real well. Real good.
Yo,
Yeah,
nailed
you did
it.
real well.
And write in, everybody, about the incentivitis that Frankie has brought and infected all of us with.
Insensitivitis of the dwarves.
Yep, that's it. Nailed it.
Insensitiveness.
Boom, roasted.
Yo, listen, I'm tired. Okay.
All right, real quick.
Great.
Tim. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say my phone cut out for like a good minute. What'd you say season 3 was coming out of? I missed. the title of the
Stranger
show.
Things. Stranger Things next summer. Yeah. Real quick, Tim, give me your best dramatic voice saying movie news.
Movie news. I don't know.
Just give me one more.
I liked it.
Movie news.
Okay.
Movie news.
Perfect.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
Because you're tired. It wasn't that funny.
It was funny. Tim's
Yeah,
funny,
Brittany's
Ben.
making fun of me too.
Sick of
Everyone's a
you- sick of
critic.
you putting this down.
An incredible critic.
An incredible.
Incredible critic.
And sensitive as is.